Nobody talks about Ganesha's broken tusk like it was an argument between devotion and pain. Not a cute story, not a sweet icon. A night where words had to be born fast and a god had to bleed to keep them alive. The sages had gathered with an urgency that felt like the end of memory itself. The Mahabharata wasn't just a tale, it was a storm of dharma, betrayal, vows, and war, too massive to be held in ordinary hands. Vyasa stood with the weight of it behind his eyes, knowing one truth. If this story is not written now, it will scatter like ash in the wind. He needed a scribe who could keep up with the speed of destiny. So he went to Ganesha. Ganesha, beloved, brilliant, the remover of obstacles, sat with calm authority, elephant head bowed slightly, as if listening to time itself. Vyasa made the request. Write as I dictate. Preserve this ocean in ink. Ganesha agreed, but here's where it gets impossible. He set a condition. I will write without stopping, Ganesha said, voice steady as a drumbeat. But you must not pause, not even once. If you hesitate, I will lay down the pen. Vyasa's throat tightened, because a single pause could mean losing the thread, but also because speed without understanding can become danger. So Vyasa answered with a condition of his own, sharp and necessary. Then you must understand every verse before you write it. No mindless speed, only truth. And the vow was sealed. The dictation began like thunder. Words poured from Vyasa, kings, curses, mothers, dice, forests, exiles. The air thickened with names that still sting the human heart. Loyalty that breaks, love that chooses duty, hunger that becomes humiliation. Ganesha's hand moved like a river in flood, the pen scratching with relentless devotion. Hours turned to something beyond hours. The script grew, line after line, the world inside it becoming heavier. Vyasa, to protect the vow, began to slip in complex knotted verses, sentences that demanded contemplation, buying himself a breath while Ganesha paused to understand. But what happened next, no one expected. The pen snapped. In the middle of destiny. Ink stopped. Silence hit the room so hard it felt like betrayal. Vyasa's heart jolted, because this wasn't a minor inconvenience. This was the edge of failure. The story could be lost, the vow could break, and if the vow breaks here, what else breaks with it? Ganesha didn't panic. He didn't complain. He didn't look for another pen. He reached up, slowly, decisively, and broke his own tusk, a crack like lightning. Pain flared across a divine face, and still he did not stop. He dipped the broken tusk into ink and continued writing, as if the cost was simply part of the contract. The twist isn't Ganesha sacrificed. The twist is why. Because this story, this Mahabharata, is not meant to be preserved by comfort. It's meant to be preserved by skin-in-the-game truth. A scripture about dharma cannot be written by someone unwilling to suffer for it. Vyasa watched, stunned, and something in him softened. In that moment, he wasn't just dictating history. He was witnessing devotion in real time. The god wasn't writing because it was glamorous. He was writing because the world needed a mirror, even if the mirror cost blood. And Ganesha's eyes, steady and compassionate, seemed to say, if your words can save someone from repeating this pain, then my pain is not wasted. So when you sit with your own life and think, I can't keep going, my tools are broken, my energy is gone, remember the night Ganesha refused to pause. He didn't wait for a perfect instrument. He became the instrument. And that is the lesson carved into his very form. When the truth must be carried forward, devotion doesn't ask, what will it cost? Devotion asks, what will be lost if I stop?